All right, Panther fans, so, yeah, we're in Florida. If you saw the post that we made yesterday, surprise, surprise. So I'll make this as short as I possibly can. At the end of the video, I'll give you information on how you can meet up with us at Monday's game. So, long story short, if you remember when I had some migraines about October time, a couple of weeks went by, I didn't check my email. And when I went back and did check my email, there was a message from a nice young lady by the name of Magna Lynette, who happens to be a professional tennis player who's been ranked pretty high. And what she wanted to do was, her coach happens to be a big fan of the channel. So what she wanted to do was surprise him for his 40th birthday party by having Kyle and I come down and surprise him and go to a game with him and everything. So it took a lot of planning because, had to keep it a secret. And I couldn't tell any of you what was going on because Mark watches all of the content, including the live streams. So we had to be real kind of quiet about it. Now, all the dog pictures that you've been seeing, that's just been the animals that we've been interacting with along the trip and everything. But we're staying with my parents right now. We're going to be here in Florida until the 27th. I believe we leave on the 27th. So the game on the 28th, we will be back doing our normal thing. So last night we went to the game. Now I'm going to have another video out. We've got some highlights from being at the game yesterday. I think there's a video of us surprising Mark, but we're working on getting that to me. But we had a fantastic time. Had an absolute blast of a time. They treated us to dinner at a really nice place. And so we did that. We went to the game. And then, of course, what was interesting is the entire game, Mark and I spoke a lot about Barkov and how we were marveling at his talent. And, of course, Barkov did Barkov things at the end there. That was crazy. Now, unfortunately, we sat, well, there were really great seats. 125, basically right behind the net, row 13, where the Panthers shoot twice. But of course, both of the goals were scored on the other side. So a lot of the action we got to see a lot of action, but we got to see Bob make some pretty good saves up close. I tell you, if you've never sat behind the net, lower ball, I can tell you one thing. All the shots look like they're going in, okay? Like when you're on TV, you can tell when the shot that goes wide, that's going wide. But sitting behind the net, they all look like they're going to go in. So it was a great experience. So that's where we are. That's what we've been doing. And now I'm going to turn you over to our other co-host, and then I'll be back at the end to let you know how you can meet up with us before the game on Monday.
2 minutes for tripping. Time penalty 4:17 of overtime. Shed 2 for tripping at 4:17.
Hey everybody! So yeah, it's been a crazy few days. Yesterday my dad and I got to go over to Sawgrass Mills and we surprised Mark, the coach of Magna Lynette, one of the top ranked tennis players in the world, and we had an amazing dinner, and then we went to go to the game and it was an awesome time. I have to express tremendous gratitude to Mark and Magda and Jakob and to all of you who are part of the reason that this is possible at all. So thank you, everybody, and go Panthers.
All right, so I want to echo what Kyle said, first of all. It was a surreal experience, and I cannot thank Magda and Mark enough for the hospitality and for just putting it all together and the way the whole thing went down. I know the surprise was for Mark, but long story short, you all know the year I had, and this was good. This was definitely good for Kyle and I to have a nice positive close to the year. Now, because I knew that I had to make the surprise and I couldn't tell anybody, what I did was I went ahead and I planned for me, Kyle, and Brother Gene to go to the game on Monday against Tampa Bay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make a post about this. I believe it's section 115. I've been speaking with Dana. I think it's 115. I guess there's a championship ring where there's a mural or some sort of painting where the Panthers, people take a lot of pictures there. So we are going to be there at 6 o'clock. I think it's going to be 1 hour before face-off. I think face-off is at 7. So we will be there at 6 o'clock. If anybody wants to come by and say hi, that's where we will be. I'll also make a post, a community post about that in case y'all didn't see this video. So that way, anybody, because I know there was a few people that were disappointed that they didn't get a chance to see us and we weren't, not at the same game with them. So this way, we're here, we may as well do it, right? So we're going to go to that game as well, and then we'll have Christmas with my parents and all of that. And then we'll go home, and we will be happy to have our 3,500 square foot and 3 acres by ourselves of peace and quiet. I can definitely say that. But back to last night's game real quick. Team looked good. Team looked good. They didn't have a whole lot of gas as the game went on. You could definitely tell that it was first game back after a long road trip. Be interesting to see how they play on Monday, being that we play tomorrow against Tampa as well. Now, I don't know if we'll have any content out with that game. I know we won't be streaming that game. There will be no stream for tomorrow's game. If we get a chance to watch the game or whatever, I might pop out a recap or something like that. But then Monday, we'll be at the game. Nick will be doing that stream. And then there's the Christmas break. And then, like I said, the game on the 28th, Kyle and I will be back doing our normal thing. Appreciate all the support. Going to have a good time on Monday. If you can come out and see us, that'd be great. If not, we'll be back. Next time we'll be back. We'll bring Matthias with us. So, all right, 2 points.